Hello beautiful beings, welcome to Pilates. I hope you guys are doing well. Grab your mat. If you need an optional cushion for the back of your head and a towel, a little hand towel for roll-ups, then go and grab those. Push pause, go and grab those. Otherwise we are just using ourselves and our mats today. Let's start with our warm-up. As per usual, we're going to start with our roll downs and our breathing, but let's find our space on the mat. So place your feet hip-width apart. Take the weight even from big toe, baby toe, and heel, and just check in with those feet, lifting up in the arch of your foot so you're not rolling in. Check that your knees are stacked above your ankles, your hips are stacked above your knees. You're growing tall between the hips and the ribs. Your shoulders are stacked above your hips. So just watch out, you're not like Urkel when you're standing and sinking into your lower back. You're lifting up tall, melting those shoulders down away from the ears, and making space as you grow taller from the top of the head. From there, we're just going to do 3 deep breaths. We're going to inhale, sideways through the ribs, in through the nose, and exhale, let it up, and the ribs get the belly button spine down into those hips, lifting that pelvic floor up, finding those connections that are going to support your movements. Inhale, sideways through the ribs. And as you exhale, let go of anything that doesn't serve you for this class, so tension, whatever it may be, whatever you need to let go of that doesn't serve you, the thoughts that you're thinking, let it go as you exhale that breath out. And as you inhale, set your intention for this class, whether it be strength, whether it just be moving your body and showing up for yourself, whatever that is for you. And as you exhale again, just let go of anything that is not serving you for this class. Okay, we're going to start moving our body. So soften into your knees for me. We're going to inhale here and you're going to exhale, bring your chin to your chest, roll it down as far as you can. If you've done my classes, you know this is the way I love to warm up. Inhale and exhale, scoop belly button up, stack the spine. Just tuning into your body, you get to check in with how you are feeling, chin to chest, roll it down. You get to get the spinal fluid moving, also getting the chi moving through the spine, the energy moving through the spine. Inhale, exhale, chin to chest, rolling down. Take that tension out of your neck and your shoulders to make sure that you're not holding on to anything here, which would look like that. You want to really release it, look at your legs, look through your legs, inhale and exhale, scoop belly button up. And stack. You're using those abdominals to support you. Inhale, exhale, chin to chest, roll it down, knees soft. Inhale here, exhale, scoop it up. See if you can get a little bit lower each time as you warm up. You can start straightening into your legs a little bit if that's possible for you. And exhale, scoop. Let's do 2 more. Inhale. And exhale, chin to chest, roll it down. Inhaling at the bottom, exhale, pull that belly button up towards the spine, stacking the spine, 1 vertebra at a time. And last one, inhale, exhale, chin to chest. Inhale at the bottom, exhale, scooping it up. Let's go rising up onto our toes first today. So take your hands onto your hips. Make sure your toes are still facing forward, especially if they like to sway outwards. Grow tall from the top, from the spine. The space between your ribs and the hips, make more space. Melting those shoulders down and rise up onto those toes, keeping the weight even, big toe, baby toe, and watch the ankles. I'm falling over here. And inhale, resist it down. And for 2, coming up. Almost feel like I'm pulling you from a string from the top of your head. Melting the shoulders away, keeping those toes long. And exhale up. Pull those kneecaps up from the quad so you're engaging and have energy through the legs. Keep those heels and ankles pulling in towards each other. And exhale. And exhale. Resist the down. And let's do 3. And 2. The wobbling is okay. 1. All those little muscles are firing and engaging. Externally rotate. Take your feet a little bit wider. So make sure your external rotation is from your hips and not just from your knees or your feet. So I would say 45 degrees. So the corners of the room, if you're facing the corners of the room, not too wide. You don't have to feel uncomfortable. So even if it's slightly more in, rather have it more in than too much out. And again, we're coming up and down onto our toes. Keeping the weight even, big toe, baby toe. And also, watch out that you're not rolling onto that baby toe and taking your ankles out. You want the space on each side of your ankle the same, not rolling out onto it like that. Okay. And exhale. Whoop. Growing tall again. Lift that pelvic floor up. Almost feel like you're levitating more than just rising up and down onto your toes. And let's go 3 and 2. Last one. Place those heels down for me. If you want to widen your legs slightly more, you can. We are going to go into our lateral flexion with our legs still turned out. So you're interlacing your fingers, hands behind your head, shoulders down away from your ears. We're going to inhale, take the elbow over to the side, so you're making this rainbow shape with your body. You're lifting up. You can get a little bit further with your legs turned out, so just enjoy that. Shoulders down away from the ears, and exhale, bringing it back to the center. So imagine you're sliding between two walls. Inhale, and exhale, bringing it back. Using those obliques to support you. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, up and over. Really just working with your body. So if you can only get to there, only go to there. Just pushing just past your comfort zone. And make sure you're supporting that spine with those abdominals. So with the obliques, the abdominals, pull the belly button in. Engage into those abs to bring the body back into that straight spine. And sliding between those two walls so that you're not twisting into your body. And exhale. And exhale. Let's go 2 more. And exhale. Last one. And exhale. Bring it back to the center. We're going into our rotation. Keep those hips facing forward. So we rotate, deepen it, bring it back to the center. So you're rotating from your waist. You're still growing tall. Those shoulders are out of your ears. Those hips are facing forward. So imagine you're sending those hips in the opposite direction. Getting that movement in your spine, getting that digestive system working, getting those organs moving with each other. And let's do 2 more. I'll start at the other side. So 1 more after this. Just make sure you're even. Okay, keeping those hands behind your head. If you're struggling with your shoulders, you can take your hands to your hips, but otherwise just keep those hands above your, behind your head for me. We're going into PAs, type things, so just bending into our knees. Make sure those knees are going over the first 2 toes as we bend down. So make sure you're sliding down and pushing up. So the top of the head and the tailbone are stacked. And you're going straight down, taking that tailbone straight down to the mat. And exhale, lifting the pelvic floor. This is a fantastic place to find that pelvic floor because you're working against gravity. You can really lift it up. Inhale, exhale, lift. And exhale. And exhale. And exhale. Opening up into those joints. And 2, 1. I want you to take it down and hold, and we're going to pulse it here. Just because we can. Getting into those little muscle fibers. So go as low as you can, as low as where you're comfortable. If it hurts your knees, come a little bit higher. If you want to go lower down, you can, and we pulse it here. Hands behind your head if that's not going into your shoulders. And 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to straighten up. We're going back down, and then we're going to rise up onto our toes. I'll show you now. Inhale. You're going to exhale, come down. Find your lowest point that you can. You're staying stable here. If you want to take your hands down to your hips now, you absolutely can. Come down, keep your hips still, so watching this and lifting up onto the toes of one foot and then the other foot. Okay. So watch out, we're not doing all funky things like this. Hips are stable, pelvis facing is neutral and hips facing forward. Rising up onto those toes again. Keep the weight even, big toe, baby toe. Watch out you're not rolling onto the baby toe. Keeping that bend in your legs, keeping that height. Just adding some fire into those quads. And engage. Even think about the back of the legs. And 2 more. Last one. We're going to rise up onto both feet, both toes. All the wobbles, all the wobbles. Balance. Balance, balance. Bring the heels down. Lift up. Shake those legs out. Well done. You should be warm. You're going to come to the front of your mat for me. And we're going to come to our sitting position and just release into our lower backs. So sitting down for me, try not to use your hands. If you need to use your hands, please do. Okay, so feet hip width apart, so your heels are in line with your sits bones. And you bring your heels as close as you can without catching too much into here. So if you really feel like you're catching into your hips, take your feet slightly more away from you. Otherwise, you can bring them as close as you can. Bring your hands to your knees and lift right up and out of those lower back. So you're sitting on your sits bones. So I would rather have your feet further away from you if you cannot get up out of that lower back. So really start focusing on these lower back muscles, which are more multifidus, that they start engaging, because this is how we like sitting now. So they've really lost their activation. So think about lifting tall, engaging into those back muscles and engaging into your lower abdominals here. You're going to inhale. I'm going to exhale. You're going to send those sits bones forward. Pull the belly button towards the spine. Round into that lower back. Keeping the shoulders out of the ears. Inhale and exhale, scoop. So just a few here. Inhale, exhale. This is one we do regularly. Lift tall. It's a good one to get those abs engaged, to release that lower back, find that C curve, and then lifting up tall, engaging into those back extensors as you're growing tall. Even though you're not actively going over past into an extension, those muscles still need to work. Shoulders out of the ears, and lift right up, shoulders down, and round. And lift up tall. And exhale. And lift tall. And lift tall. There. Arms straight. Where you feel those abs engage, shoulders down and away. So just be your highest point that you can feel your abs engage, because we're all going to do a few sets where we're going down a little bit more and making it a little bit harder. So really activate into those abdominals. Inhale here, and exhale, pulse it up. From those abs, so really think about pulling the belly button towards your spine a bit more, and the pulse is coming from the abdominals. Exhale. So as you exhale, think about pulling that belly button in. Pull that pelvic floor up towards the belly button. Shoulders are out of the ears. Two more. Last one. We are going down a little bit more, so somewhere in between. You're going to inhale and you're going to exhale, pulse here. And 2. And 3. Pull that belly button towards the spine. 4. Exhale, 5. Really feel those abs engage. 6. 7. 8. Tension out of your neck and your shoulders. 10. We're going down somewhere in between there. So not on your shoulder blades yet. And we exhale, pulse. And 2. If you struggle, then keep the height. Stay up and pulse there. 6, 7, 8. You can do it. 9. But one more set. 10. Come to your shoulder blades. Belly button in. And we pulse. Keep pulling. 2. Exhale. 3. And 4. A little bit more in the upper abs. 6, 7. Belly button down. 8, 9, 10. Inhale. Exhale, head, neck and shoulders coming down, lying down nicely. Reach those fingertips towards the feet. Bring those heels in closer to your bum now, so that your knees are stacked above your heels. So careful you're not too close and careful you're not too far away. Taking that pelvis into neutral, making sure those hip bones, pubic bone is on the same plane. Your hands are down by your sides. Knees are in line with your hips. We're going to inhale there, exhale, imprint that spine. Lifting the tailbone up, release those bum cheeks. So you're not just gripping with the bum cheeks, and you're going to peel it up, lower back, middle back, upper back. Hips are on the same plane, and the space between your ribs and your hips is the same on the other side. Inhale there, and exhale, peeling it down. Upper, middle, lower, and placing that pelvis back into neutral. Inhale, and exhale, imprint the spine. Use those abdominals and the co-contract between the abs and the back. So we're not just gripping with the bum. You want to find this connection here and peel it down. Upper back, articulating through the vertebra, middle back, lower back, pelvis back into neutral. And inhale. Exhale, imprint the spine. Scoop the abs. Use that breath. So the whole exhale is coming up. You take an inhale, pause at the top, and then the whole exhale is coming down. If this is where you feel like you're looking too far back, really think about lengthening the back of the neck. And if you really struggle to lengthen the back of the neck, then place that small cushion there. Otherwise, you're only going to place a small cushion after this one. Peeling it up. Inhale and exhale, peeling down. Checking in. Are your hips the same height? Is the space between your ribs and the hips the same height? Are you activating too much into your glutes to lift you up? Or are you contracting between your abs and your back? Inhale and exhale, peeling it down. Is there tension in your shoulders that you can release? Inhale, exhale, imprint. We're going to hold this one up. So lift it as high as you can. Making sure those ribs are closed. You're sliding the hips in towards each other. And we're going to do our little bum pulses. So you're going to release and squeeze it up. And 2. Now you can activate into your glutes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I want you to hold it up. Keeping those hips up. You can squeeze those bum cheeks. And now we're going to rise up onto our toes. So you're lifting up onto the toes and bring them down. Keep lifting the hips. So lift the heels and lower. And lift. And lower. And lift. Lift those hips. Lift. And exhale. And exhale. And 3. Shoulders out of the ears. 2. Hold the heels up. 1. And now we're dropping down one hip. Lifting up. Squeeze those glutes. The other hip. Squeeze up. And 3. Squeeze. 4. Squeeze. 5. Weight even. Big toe, baby toe. 6. So 7. 8. 9. Last one. 10. Inhale at the top. And keep the heels up. And exhale. Peel it down. Upper back. Middle back. Lower back. Pelvis back into neutral. And now you can bring your heels down. Normal chest lift. Interlace those fingers, hands behind your head. Make your head heavy in your hands like a coconut in a hammock. You're just seeing the elbows out the corners of your eyes, so in your peripheral vision, lengthening through the top of the head. We're going to inhale, exhale, find those connections, ribs together, belly button to spine, narrowing into the hips, lift the pelvic floor up. You are using your abdominals to lift you up. Careful you're not pulling on your head. You're looking just between the knees, slightly above. Watch out you're not pulling, and watch out you're not looking up to the ceiling. Inhale, pause, and exhale, lengthening back. Inhale there, exhale. Coming up. Inhale, and exhale down. So that down is a lengthening of the muscles. You're not just dropping, you're still engaging as you're lengthening back. Inhale, and exhale, coming up. Inhale, and exhale down. And really use your breath to help you. Let's go 3 more. Exhale. Inhale, keeping that tailbone down. So you're stabilizing in that pelvis. You're leaving the hip flexors out of it, so you're not gripping up and tucking in. Last 2. And exhale down. Last one. Inhale, exhale down. We're going to take our hands out from behind our head. You're going to place one hand on top of the other hand. So the fingertips are matching up. Shoulders down and away. What I want you to imagine is there's a stick along your legs here. So you're going to find the line where it needs to be. And you're literally going to slide your hands along the stick, keeping them one on top of the other. So you're going to inhale to prepare. You're going to exhale, head, neck, and shoulders coming up. So wherever your hands are now, draw an imaginary line with it for a stick. You're going to inhale there. Keep the hips down, so opposite. Both hip bones are staying down in your mat. You're going to inhale, you're going to exhale, slide those hands along the stick to the one side. So opposite rib to hip, reach as high as you can. Keeping that height, inhale, through the center, and exhale, slide across to the other side, keeping the hips down. Inhale through the center, exhale, back to the first side. Fingertips reaching long, inhale, and exhale. Looking at those fingertips with your eyes, exhale across, keep the opposite hip down, inhale, exhale across, inhale, and exhale across. Inhale, exhale across, 2 more. Inhale, exhale across, keep that height. Inhale, last one. Inhale and exhale, head, neck and shoulders down. Taking those arms up to T position for me, shoulders away from the ears. We're lifting the one leg up to tabletop, other leg up to tabletop. Make sure that pelvis is in neutral, so careful you're not too far in. You're going to inhale, take the knees over to the side, keep chasing bottom knee with top knee, keeping that opposite shoulder down, and we exhale, bringing it back to the center. Inhale over to the other side, keep that opposite shoulder down, looking up towards the ceiling, and exhale, narrow into the waist, bring it back to the center. And inhale, alternating sides, each time reaching those fingertips long away from each other. Inhale, and exhale. Let's go one more each side. And exhale. And last one. Exhale, keeping the legs at tabletop, bringing them back. Make sure that pelvis is in neutral. We're lowering the one toe down to the floor mat as much as possible. You're moving from your hip, keeping that pelvis stable and the arch in the lower back the same. If you need to, you can bring your hands back down by your sides. As you're lifting that leg up, the other leg is going down. Keep pulling that belly button towards your spine, keeping the arch in your lower back the same. And we're alternating, moving from the hips, not from the knee. So that knee is staying the same angle the whole time. You're not having tension in your shoulders or your arms. Keep pulling the belly button down towards the spine and knitting those abs together. So be careful you're not bracing and bulging the abs up to try and grip. Rather take the legs not so far down if that's what you feel is happening. Use that breath to help you. And 3, and 2, and one more after this one. So you even, just make sure you even. And lift it up. Hang those knees into the chest. Rock yourself up and bring yourself forward. We're going into rolling mat ball. So touch those toes on the front of the mat for now. Okay, grab onto your ankles. If you cannot grab onto your ankles here, grab behind your legs. But you want to try and keep that shape, that ball shape. Keeping the spine round, belly button in. Make sure you have enough space behind you that there's nothing that you're going to whack your head on, please. Belly button in, shoulders away from the ears. We're going to inhale, exhale, come up. Find that center, find that balance before we inhale and exhale. So you're not touching the feet on the floor. You're finding that balance, that pause. The balance between momentum and strength. Inhale. Shoulders out of the ears. Keep that back round. So if you're flattening into your back, you're going to struggle to get back up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Let's go 2 more. And exhale. Last one. Find that pause, hover those feet, lift those shins up to parallel to the mat, slide your hands to your knees, hold it here, feel that engagement in your abdominals. You're going to inhale, you're going to exhale, just rolling back to the tips of your shoulder blades. So you're rolling down, bring the legs to tabletop there. You're going to inhale, you're going to exhale, take the one leg out. So you're trying to keep your feet on the same plane. Place both hands on the one knee, the knee that's in, and pull it towards you here. So the nose is in the middle, you hold. I just want you to find that position, belly button in, shoulders down and away. So really activating, now stabilize in your torso area as you change the legs. Find that position, pull the knee towards the nose towards the knee, belly button in. Lengthen that other leg out, check your feet are on the same plane, and we change again. And again. You can speed it up a little bit now. And stabilize. Shoulders away from those ears. Have energy through those arms. So you're pulling on that knee, pushing on that knee, energy through the arms, belly button towards the spine. You're going to take it back. You're going to take the first leg out here, belly button in, hold it up. I want you to lower that leg down as much as you can, and then lift. And 2. Lift. Hold. Stabilizing that pelvis. 3. Lift. 4. Lift. 5. 6. And 8. Belly button in. Keep engaging in those abs. 9. One more. Lift. Change legs. Adjust. Hold. Belly button in. Lower that leg. And lift. 2. From the hip. 3. 4. 5. Belly button in. 6. Really activating into those abs. 7. 8. 9. 10. Lift. Bring it in. Inhale. Exhale. Head, neck, and shoulders coming down. Take your head side to side. Just to release the neck. Okay. We are going into double leg stretch and then into some hundreds. Yes, into some hundreds. So double leg stretch, you have the option. If you really struggle with your neck, you do not have to lift your head, neck, and shoulders up. But I want you to try. The in-between of that is if you come up all the way and then you bring your head down as we take our hands back and then lift it up again as we circle the arms around. Otherwise, you are holding your head, neck, and shoulders the same height the whole time. So it's adding that stamina as we're moving the limbs. You're trying to hold that height the whole time. So really just work with your body with this one. Take the legs up to tabletop. Again, your hands are on your knees. You're going to inhale there and you're going to exhale. Head, neck, and shoulders are coming up. Belly button towards the spine. You're going to reach your arms back and your legs out to 45. So you're almost in this teacup shape. But your head, neck, and shoulders are staying up unless you're actively taking it down. Exhale, circle around. Inhale. Exhale, circle around. Belly button in. Inhale. Exhale, circle around. Energy through those legs. Engage the inner thighs. Inhale. Keep sending that nose up towards the knees. And exhale, circle around. 2 more. And exhale, last one. And exhale, inhale there. Exhale, head, neck, and shoulders come down. Hug your knees. Going into hundreds. We should be getting good at this one. Okay. If you want to keep your legs down completely the whole time. This is somewhere where you can come as well, but try and keep the head, neck, and shoulders up as we're going if you're struggling with the legs up. Otherwise, everybody else is starting legs in tabletop. And from tabletop, you can take the legs to 90 or to 45. It's up to you. If you start getting tired with your legs at 45 while we're doing it, try and bring the legs to 90 and then back down to tabletop if you get tired. If you're really starting to struggle, come down, reset, and then come back up and just carry on with that. But rather do 30, like decent ones, and then come down, rest a bit, and come back up. Then trying to do the whole 100, and you're shifting, and you're holding behind your head, and you're just straining into everywhere. So rather do nice ones, less for less, and then less better, do less better. Then try and get through the whole thing, and you're struggling, and you're pulling things and tensing things. Okay, so if legs are down, keep them down. Palms facing forward, shoulders down away from the ears. If anyone else who's taking the legs anywhere else, should I say, then bring your legs to tabletop. You're going to inhale here, you're going to exhale, head, neck, and shoulders coming up, placing those hands on those springs. Shoulders down away. You want to engage into your lats. If you're taking your legs out, you can take them up. Inhale there, and we exhale, pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, and in. 2, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 3, 5, and in. 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 3, 5, and in. 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 4, 5, and in. 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 4, 5, and in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep lifting. 2, 4, 5, and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 4, 5, and in. 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 4, 5, and in. 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 4, 5, and in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, and in. 2, 4, 5. Hold. Bring those knees in. Head, neck, and shoulders down. Hug those knees in towards your chest. Well done. We're going into our roll-ups. So if you need something underneath your back, underneath your lower back, just to assist you, that rolled up towel is good. You can do that. I want you to squeeze those legs together for me. Take those arms as far back as you can without popping the ribs up. We are going to inhale, head, neck, and shoulders coming up, and exhale, scoop all the way up. Inhaling at the top. So you've got the C curve again that we had in the beginning. Keep the shoulders out of the ears, but your shoulders are stacked above the hips. Your legs are together. Inhale here, exhale, pull the belly button back towards the spine, going lower back, middle back, upper back. Take the arms as far back as you can without popping those ribs up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, peel it down. With control, get that lower back, middle, then upper. Inhale, feel this hundreds position here. Then scoop the abs, shorten the thigh bones up into the hips, and slowly roll it up. Carefully not bracing and pushing yourself up. You want to roll. Articulating through those vertebrae. Once again, peeling it down. Tension out of your neck and your shoulders. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Peel it down. One more. Inhale, head, neck, and shoulders coming up. Exhale. Inhaling here. And exhale, peeling it down. All the way down. Bring the hands back down by your sides, and we're going into rollovers. So if you cannot go over all the way onto your neck, if you've got neck injuries, if you suffer from migraines, all of those, then you're just going to do the prep, which is a reverse crunch. You can do it with bent legs, or you can do it with straight legs, or you can do a half a rollover where you're not going completely over. So if you are doing the prep, you can literally go a little bit down, imprint the spine, scoop the abs, use those lower abs, and engage going there. You can also do that with straight legs there. Otherwise, you can flex the feet coming up and then only going to like middle of your back. Okay, so that you're not going all the way over. But make sure you're getting that engagement in those lower abs to lift you up and not just tensing into your arms to lift you up. Otherwise, we are all going backwards the whole way. I want you to make sure, if you need to watch the first one, if you haven't done this before, that you're looking up towards the ceiling, especially when you're on the back, when you're backwards, and you're not turning your head to the side. So just make sure that you're keeping your head looking up when you're upside down that way. Okay. So if you're doing the preps, carry on doing the preps, breathe through it, shoulders down, inhale, legs to 90. So you're starting at 45, inhale, legs to 90. Then you're going to exhale, engage those abdominals, and scoop up and over. I don't know if I have enough space behind me. Nope, I'm coming, wait. Inhale, legs to 90, exhale, up and over. So your hips are trying to come above your shoulders. You're still trying to make space between your ribs and your hips here. So you got that engagement using those abs. Try and get those legs parallel to the floor. You inhale at the back, and you exhale, peel it down from that upper back. Try and keep those legs parallel. Middle back, lower back. And then tailbone, bring the legs back to 90. And we go again. Inhale. Exhale. Up and over. Engage those abdominals. Inhale at the back, making space. Bring those hips above the shoulders. Reach those toes to the wall behind you. And exhale, peel it down. Keep the tension out of the arms as much as possible, under the neck as much as possible. Use those abdominals as you peel down. 4 more. Inhale. Exhale, up and over. Inhale. And exhale, peel it down. Engage those abdominals. And for 2, 3 more. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, peel it down. Last 2 for me. If you're doing your preps,
Just keep going. You can take a break and do a few more. Exhale, peel it down.
And last one for me. And exhale.
And peel it down.
Hugging those knees into your chest. Okay. Slowly you can come up to sitting. I'll just need to move back for you. We are going to practice our saw. Practice makes perfect. So if you're on your mat, I just want to flex that way for you. Your legs are slightly wider than your mat. So you're not on the mat, you're just slightly wider, so it's about shoulder width. And again, if you need to sit on a block or a cushion or something, even on a chair, if your hamstrings are extremely tight, sit on a chair that you can move around that doesn't have armrests. Just so you're lifting yourself up, then you don't have so much tension on those things, hamstrings. But otherwise, you can sit on your mat like so. You can even bend your legs slightly if that's enough for you. But I want you to get into your spine more than you're thinking about what your legs are doing. Lift right up and out of your lower back again, like when we started. Taking your arms out to T position, so just make sure you have enough space around you. I'll start slow and then we'll speed it up a little bit. Slide those shoulder blades down, growing tall. We're rotating, we're turning that back hand. We saw, so you take it to the outside of your foot. You inflection here when you're in this position. Then we're going to go into extension, but you're going to reach longer and lift. So you've got that extension, so you're trying to find that almost diagonal line, but you're in rotation and extension. That's why it might be a little bit hard. It is hard. Bring the shoulders back above the hips, turn that back hand back, and then bring it back to the center, going to the other side. We rotate, turn the thumb down on the back hand. We saw, so inflection, then we find that extension. Watch that you're not making the back of the neck short. You extend. You bring the shoulders back and you twist back down. So it's inhale, it's exhale, it's inhale, and exhale, bringing it back. And inhale, and exhale. Inhale, extend, shoulders above, and exhale, bring it back. Inhale, keep growing tall. Exhale, round, extend, shoulders and back. Inhale, and soar, and extend, bring the shoulders back, and rotate back round. Rotate, extend, shoulders, and bring it back. Rotation, flexion, extension, stack. Bring it back, one more each side. We rotate, keep growing tall, lift up before we go into that flexion. Turn that back hand, flex, extend, bring it back, and turn. Last one, rotate, and soar, and extend, bring the shoulders, and bring it back. Bring those legs together, and just shake it out. Okie dokie, let's lie on our side line for our glute knees. So we are lying flat. You're lying on your arm like so, shoulders down, stacked underneath. So hips are stacked, you're connecting into this oblique as well, you're not just dropping, your belly button's towards your spine, your hips are facing forward, your underneath leg is bent. If you need to come up like this, I don't mind this, but just make sure your shoulder is out of your ear and you engage here, you're not just lying on there. So it's not like your hand is holding up your head, you're actually actively engaging here as well. Top leg is straight. You can have your hand on your hip or you can place your hand on the mat in front of you. I want you to think about your glute med here. So think about lengthening and lifting more than just how high you can go. Checking in that you're not dropping down in your waist. So you can exhale, lengthen and lift, and inhale down to hover. So if you are moving from that spine, you're going to lose the activation into your glute med. Exhale, lengthen, lift, engage into that glute. And for 2, shoulders out of the ears. Belly button towards the spine. 3. Think of long and then lift. 4. And exhale for 5. 6. Try not to tense into your foot too much. And 8. 9. Hold it up for me and we're pulsing higher. and 2 from the bum, 3, if you're not feeling it, 4, poke it, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bringing that leg down, you're going to externally rotate from the hip to keep in that ball and socket joint. You are rotating, but you're keeping the hip bone facing forward. So you're not dropping in your pelvis. So as much as you can turn out, you turn out. And exhale, lengthen and lift again. And for 2, shoulders out of those ears. Exhale for 3. And exhale 4. Long and lift 5. And 6, 7, and 8. Squeeze. 9. Hold it up and we pulse higher. 2. Think about your 3. Exhale 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring it down. You're going to internally, no, we're not going to do that one, sorry. We're going to make a deep fish foot. So bring your leg parallel to the floor, and you're going to drop from your ankle, you're going to take the toes down to the floor. So your leg is still in parallel. From there, you're going to bring the leg forward for me as much as you can without dropping into the hip. So it might come all the way, you might not be able to come all the way. But your foot is like a dead fish. You're going to lift it there, you're going to lower it back to parallel, and then you're going to squeeze, bring it back. And exhale, bring it forward. Lift, lower, squeeze, take it back. So as you're moving forward and back, your leg is staying parallel to the floor. You're engaging into that glute and that upper hamstring as you take that leg back. Exhale, forward, lift, lower. Really engaging into your torso, watching you not dropping into that pelvis, and squeeze, take it back. And exhale, lift, lower, squeeze, take it back. And exhale. And squeeze. Even if you're coming to here, that's okay. Do what you can. And it should be burning. Last one. And take it down. And hit it if you need to. Okay, we're going into inner thigh. So this one, you can bring a cushion if you need to and place your leg on top of the cushion, like so. You can place the leg in front, behind you, like so, if you struggle to get into the next one. So this is an option, but it's not the best option. Otherwise, I want you to bring that leg in front. So you can have the cushion as well. Okay, you can hold it with your hand here if you need to. And I want you to engage from your inner thigh of the bottom leg, and we're going to lift it up. So you're going to exhale, lengthen, lift from the bottom leg. So think about lifting the heel up before you lift the toes. So what we tend to want to do is something like that. And then we lose the activation in our inner thigh. Exhale, inner thigh. If you're not feeling it, poke around, bring your mind to your body, and exhale. Lifting from that inner thigh. Can lie down as well, remember that. And exhale, lengthen, lift. Really feeling that inner thigh engage. We're going to do 10 more. And 9. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it down. You're going to take your both legs straight. You're going to lie flat for this one. No option of being up, lie flat. Underneath oblique is lifted. Hips are stacked. You can bring your legs slightly forward in front of you. Place your hand in front of you if you need, but just gently, no tension. Otherwise, along your legs. And we're going to exhale, lengthen and lift both legs up. Engage the whole inner side of those legs. Push that bottom leg up towards the top leg. And inhale, come down to heart. And exhale, lengthen and lift. Engaging into those obliques and inhale down. And for 3. And inhale. Exhale for 4. And inhale. Exhale for 5. And 6. Exhale 7. Tension out of the shoulders in 8. And for 9. 10. I want you to hold it up and I want you to balance for 10. And 9. 8. Keep lifting. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Coming down. Lifting yourself up nicely, circling around to the other side. And we repeat again on the other side. So you can lie flat if you were flat on the other side, lie flat. Otherwise you're lifting up, keeping that shoulder out of the ear. Your bottom leg is bent. You are stacked. Your hips are stacked. You're underneath, oblique lifted. Shoulders away from the ear. Hand can be on the mat in front of you or on your hip. From there, you're going to exhale, lengthen, lift that leg up, squeeze, activate into that glute med. Check that you're not tensing into your foot too much. Watch that you're not moving in that spine. So this, imagine there's a little thumb tap underneath here. You don't want to poke yourself with it. Exhaling up. Inhaling down. And exhale. And exhale. Two more. Hold it up for me and repulse it. 2, engage. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring it down. Externally rotate from your hip. Keep the hip bone facing forward though, so you're rotating in that ball and socket joint. Shoulders down away from the ears, and you're going to exhale, lengthen, lift here. And inhale down. And for 2. And 3. Check in that you're not lifting so much that you're dropping into that lower oblique. You want to keep this stable. Engage. Hold it up and repulse it here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring it down. You're going to lift that leg parallel to the mat. You're going to drop your foot down like a deep fisher. Your leg is still in parallel. Shoulders down away from the ears. You're going to bring that leg as far forward as you can. You're going to lift slightly, lower it, and then squeeze it back. Keeping it parallel to the floor as you move forward and back. Lift, lower, squeeze. Only as far forward as you can that you're not dropping into those hips. And exhale forward. Lift, lower, squeeze back. And exhale. Lift, lower, squeeze back. And exhale. And squeeze. And forward. And squeeze it back. And exhale. Exhale. Lift, lower, squeeze it back. Exhale. Lift, lower, squeeze it back. 3 more. If you need to, place that hand down in front of you. Yee. Last one. It didn't want to move. And squeeze it back. Take that bottom leg straight. You can place a cushion in front of you if you need to. You can place it behind you if you need to. Otherwise, you're going to bring it forward like so. Belly button in. You can feel that stretch there too. From your inner thigh, you're going to exhale, lengthen, lift that bottom leg up. You're not activating into it, just poke it. Bring that awareness from your mind to your body. Just by adding that touch helps your mind come to your body, which helps with that activation. Careful you're not tensing into your foot too much. Think about lifting from your heel more than from your, just lifting your toes. As high as you can. You can lie flat as well if you need to. We're going to do 10 more. And that's 10. And 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And bring it down. Taking both legs straight for me. Lying flat on your arm, hand along your leg, or slightly in front of you if you need it there. Just watch out that you're not doing this to lift your legs up. Legs slightly in front, engage that whole inner line of the legs. You're going to exhale, lengthen, lift both legs up, belly button in, and inhale down to a heart. And for 2. And inhale. Exhale for 3. And exhale 4. Exhale 5. And 6. Long and lift. 7. Keep engaging that whole inner line of the legs. 8. Pause at the top. And 9.
Hold it up. 10. Take that arm out to T position. Keep thinking of lifting. And 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming down. We're going to roll over onto our tummies. If you need a cushion or a towel, or fold your mat underneath your hip bones and your pubic bone, you're more than welcome to place something under there if you're a bit bonier than normal. Okay, so just underneath the pelvis. Otherwise, you lie there. Heels are together, toes are apart, and your knees are apart, so your legs look like a frog. Okay, so flatten your feet like you're standing on them. Don't have your toes in the bottom of your feet, the soles of your feet together. You want them like you're standing on them. Heels together, knees apart. I hope you can see. And then toes away, so that your feet are flat. Your head is on your hands, shoulders down away from the ears. Watch that you're not going into your lower back. So just engage your abdominals so that you're not dropping and lifting from the lower back. You want to lift the knees up off the mat using your glutes. So you're going to exhale, squeeze the glutes to lift the knees. So you only want to feel it here, you don't want to feel it in that lower back. And exhale. So only as high as you can. Inhale down and squeeze the glutes to lift. And exhale. Exhale. And exhale. And exhale. Squeeze. Make sure you're not going into that lower back. You're just pulling that belly button up away from the mat. And exhale. And let's do 5 more. And 4. And exhale 3. And squeeze 2. Hold it up for 1. I want you to try and keep those knees hovered as we do the next one. So holding it up, engage, trying to keep those knees still, taking the legs out, and then you flex them back in, engaging into those hamstrings. And for 2, take it out. Try and keep those knees the same height. If you can't, place them down, but really think about activating into those hamstrings. 3. Bring it in. Exhale for 4. Bring it in. Exhale for 5. And in. For 6. In. 7. Keep hovering those knees. 8. Belly button to spine. Squeeze. 9. Last one. 10. Bring it in. Place it down. You can take your legs straight out behind you and take your arms straight out in front of you. We're going to start with slow swimming and then going into swimming, normal swimming. I need to turn a little bit like this, so maybe a bit skew on my mat. Okay, so opposite arm, opposite leg, coming up. You're lifting up in your torso as well, so you're not just staying down with your head, neck, and shoulders. So you're going to inhale, lengthen that opposite arm, opposite, and come down. And other side. Inhale. And exhale down. Inhale, long legs. And exhale down. Keep those shoulders out of the ears. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale down. Lengthening from the top of the head. And lengthen. Last one. Come all the way down. We're going to hover all fours up, or lift all fours up. And then we're going to do fast swimming. 200s breathing. So we inhale for 4, exhale for 4. So we're going to inhale, lift all fours up. Exhale, and we're going to inhale, swim. 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, and inhale. 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, and inhale. 2, 3, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, and inhale. 2, 4, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, and inhale. 2, 3, exhale. Last one. And exhale. Lift all fours up. And come all the way down. Lie there for a bit. And when you're ready, you can push back into your rest position. You can have your knees open or your knees closed, it's up to you. Bringing that head down first and then pushing your bum down towards your heels. Just breathing there. Thank you for showing up.
Well, well done for showing up, and thank you for spending your time with me. Sure. Slowly coming up. Bring those knees together. If you need to fold your mat, you can. For your knee, place it underneath your knee, or a cushion or a towel. You take that big step forward, bringing this knee above the ankle, pushing the hips down towards the mat. Just find this first, pushing those hips down, and then if you're ready, you can open up the arm with the front leg and just reach up, looking up, pushing the hips down towards the mat, and breathe. Slowly bringing it back, square off your hips, and push back straight front leg. Hips are square. From there, slowly bringing it back. I want you to fold that front leg across the back leg and then extend the back leg. Slide the back leg back, lifting up tall, shoulders down away from the ears. And then, if you can, making space, then you can lean forward. Just breathing, getting that stretch. Slowly push your hands down on the mat and help yourself up. Lift up, bring the front leg through to the back, and then step the back leg through to the front, back into that hip flexor stretch. Make sure the knee is above the ankle, shoulders away from the ears, pushing those hips forward. Binding this first, holding it for a bit. And then when you're ready, you can twist up. So the leg that is forward is the arm that comes up, and you're rotating towards that leg that is forward. Pushing the hips down to the mat, looking up towards the ceiling. Slowly coming back, square out the hips, push that front leg back. Getting that stretch in the hamstring. And the calf. From there, fold this front leg across the back leg, slide the back leg back, lift up tall. First, find it, so you're not dropping into it, you're lifting up, and then you can pull forward into the stretch here. Just breathe. From there, slowly place your hands on the mat, lift up. You're going to roll onto your bum cheek of that front leg, and you're going to bring your back leg through, hopefully facing your screen. Otherwise, just swivel around for me. Take your feet together, knees apart, lift up tall. Your heels can be further away from you, don't have them so close. Lifting up, feel that stretch in the hips, and then lean forward. You can push the knees down, leaning forward depending where your stretch is. Remember, try not to grip into your glutes. If you're really sore and tight, really try and release it and let the knees be heavy. Slowly coming up, taking the one foot on top of the foot on top of the knee and the knee on top of the foot. If you want to do your figure four, you can as well. So just getting the stretch in the glute med. If you want to lean forward, I'll show you figure four now, if you don't know it. So you can hold that stretch there, double pigeon. Otherwise, figure four, lying on your back. Bring the foot there, pushing that knee out, sending the tailbone down. Keeping the space between your ribs and the hips the same on the other side. And then you can swap sides. So if you were doing figure four, just swap legs. And if you were doing double pigeon, swap legs here, lean it forward. From there, slowly lift up. If you're lying down, sit up. And you're just going to take your legs out to your side splits as much as you can. Knees facing up, toes facing up. Lift up, pull out of that spine again, and then you can lean forward if that's where you're going to, then that stretch in the inner thighs. Just breathe. If you want to deepen it, you inhale and you exhale, deepening into it. Slowly coming up. Cross those legs, you know the deal. You're going to try and stand up without using your hands, but if you need to use your hands, use your hands. Lift up, unwind your legs, hang upside down for me, releasing the back of the neck. Just equalize. We're going to inhale at the bottom, softening into those knees, and exhale, scoop the belly button up, tuck the pubic bone forward, and we stack, lower back, middle back, upper back. Inhale, arms up above the head. And exhale, let it all out. Thank you so much for joining me and spending time with me, and I will see you next time. Have an amazing day or evening.